My brethren and my sister, it's not free. Oh. It's not free. You will pay. You will pay. You will pay with yourself, by yourself, with your hand. You will pay. You will pay. Oh. It's not free. Oh. Don't say I did not tell you. You will pay. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I am Tola and I am a Nigerian YouTuber based here in South Africa, and I create content around mom hacks, chit chat videos. I also do a bit of gardening videos, DIY hairstyles, DIY crafts, and I recently started creating content around South Africa. So if this is something you are interested in, please consider subscribing and click on that bell notification icon. That way you always get notified every time I upload a new video, which is at least once every Friday. I also have a second channel here on YouTube, and it is Cook with Tola Lusi, and that is dedicated entirely to recipes, and I make 2 to 5 minute videos for you to follow, and I make them very easy and they are very delicious. Please check it out and show me some love over there as well. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some of the things that I wish I knew about South Africa before I came in. Some of these things I already mentioned in my previous video, which is the similarities between South Africa and Nigeria. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up in the cards somewhere and also in the description box below. Please check it out. I just have some of these things that I wish I knew, some of the things that I already knew, some things that I feel like will help you as well if you are planning to come to South Africa, either for a vacation or to relocate. You know, I got some questions in the comment section on some of my South African videos. I have a playlist on South Africa and the content that I've been creating around South Africa, so you can check it out as well. It is on my channel. So some people want to know what exactly it is like, things to know. You know, I'm going to be talking about some of these things. I'm going to be breaking them off into various topics because I don't want to make this video too long. So some of these things I'm going to be talking about are things that I found helpful myself, and so I'm just trying to put out some information out there that I feel can help you, you know, with your research and, you know, with just getting to know the country better and, you know, how to have the best experience while you're here. Okay, so the very first point I'm going to be talking about is something that I believe everyone should do, whether or not it is South Africa you're coming to. Wherever you go, the first point is to always do your research. Now, this cannot be overemphasized. You have to know where you're going. You have to know what the place is going to look like, you know, what to expect, so that you're not just caught unaware. For someone coming from a place like Nigeria, where I'm from, I did a lot of research. I researched the weather, the place, you know, the province, the, you know, municipality. I wanted to know everything, like, you know, what exactly does it feel like in January? You know, what do they wear? What does it look like? You know, I just wanted to be informed. Like, I didn't want any surprises, although there are some things that you will have to experience for yourself. I mean, you can't know everything, but it's good to just come prepared, get to know about the weather, get to know about pricing for places. You know, location is very key. Location is very important. If you're someone like me who likes a quiet environment, you might want to research, you know, if it's short-term stay or if it's a long-term stay, you want to research the areas you will love to stay. There are places that are overpriced. There are places that are in the middle range, and there's some places that are really cheap, but, you know, it comes with the crowd. You also want to know about things like recreation, fun things to do while you're in the country. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to experience. So if you're coming to South Africa, you will definitely want to do your research. You know, find out what exactly is available for free. There is a lot of free experiences for hikers, people who just want to go and have fun. There are nice recreations and parks here in South Africa, and there's a lot of wildlife as well. So if you're into that kind of thing, yes, there is a lot of things for you. But we're in the middle of a pandemic, so you do not want to go to places that are really crowded and all of that. So please consider that when you book your next flight or when you decide to relocate to South Africa. Second point I'm going to be talking to you about should probably be the first point, but I'm just making it the second point so that it's sort of a soft landing for people who are very inquisitive about this point. I just get a lot of comments about this particular point, and it is not everybody is xenophobic. I have been here for 8 years, guys. I will not deceive you. I have met amazing people and I have made friends here. So not everyone is xenophobic. There are some xenophobic people, and xenophobia is a real thing, but there are really nice people here as well. So I believe that where you go matters, what you say matters, and how you conduct yourself matters as well. So when you are in the country, please try to be on your best behavior, especially if you're a foreigner. And just know that everybody is not xenophobic. I've met some amazing people. So where you go matters, what you say matters, and how you act, how you conduct yourself matters as well. So, yes, I know that there's a lot of news and there are a lot of videos circulating online about xenophobia attacks, and these things are real. I will agree with that, but it is a beautiful place, and it doesn't mean that everywhere is like that. So get your research done, and research the places that are welcoming, research on places that are friendly to foreigners. And I just want to allay your fears on xenophobia. It is a real thing, but there are some very nice people, and I want to believe that the people who are not xenophobic outweigh those who are actually xenophobic. All right, so I believe that I've been able to reassure you that this place is somewhere to come visit, somewhere to come live if you want to. So please do your research and just find out about the areas where you want to stay. Point is that the cars in South Africa drive on the left side of the road. I know. I said this in my culture shock video and I forgot to put drive on the left side of the road. They had my throat in the comment section, so please let me correct that. I know the steering is on the right, so South Africa drives on the left side of the road. That's what I meant to say. So if you're coming into South Africa and you're probably in a country like Nigeria, we drive on the right side of the road. The steering is on the left in Nigeria, but the steering in South Africa is on the right. So you're just going to have to do some adjustment. I'm just going to have to adjust to the difference on the sides of the steering. So that's one thing to consider as well. All right, so this next point is for people who plan to relocate or probably plan to stay here on a short-term base. This next point is that in South Africa, we pay rent per month. And this includes your rent, your bills, your water bills, light bills, and all of that. You pay everything per month. In Nigeria, it is different. We pay rent per year. So at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, we pay our rent and we can just save up for the next rent against January or December, depending on your landlord and, whatever plan it is that you have worked out. So it's slightly different in some places. I know in some places they pay per week, but it also depends on the arrangement you have with your landlord and all of that. I think it's something you should prepare your mind towards, because if you're coming here from a place like Nigeria or you're coming in from a place where they pay rent per year, you might want to have some savings saved up so that you can at least pay for your rent for your first couple of months before you start earning an income. All right, so this next point is something I've also mentioned in a previous video, and it is that the tap water is drinkable. I believe South Africa has one of the best and cleanest water treatment systems in the world, and I believe that The water here is very good, at least in most places. Some people do not drink the tap water, however, some people react to it. I haven't reacted to it. I feel like the water is clean enough. I feel like it is tasteless, it's odorless. Some places don't have it as good as some other places, so you might want to also research that while you are planning to settle, and in the areas where you would like to settle as well. This next point is that this is actually, I don't know why I missed this in my culture shock video, but this next point, when you go to restaurants, the tipping, you have to tip your waiters or your waitresses. This thing, I didn't understand it. I actually felt I was getting ripped off. Okay, I think this was at Spur. Yeah, so we had gone to Spur that day with a couple of friends, and we ordered our meal, had a lovely platter. I can't remember what it was. So we had this lovely meal, and at the end of the day we were about to go and we requested for a bill. And when the waitress came over, she gave us the bill, and at the end we were seeing something like tip for the waiter, and someone was like, oh, if you have like a spare 10 or a spare 20, you can just put it there. And the lady was saying that it has to be about 10% of the bill that we paid. And I'm like, why? I don't get why. Why should we give you 10%? Are you the Lord? It's only God we pay tithe to now. It's only God we pay tithe to. So why are we paying 10% of what we are buying? I don't understand. Why? Are you not getting paid? Don't they pay salary? Eh? I didn't get it. But I feel like I still don't get it. I won't even lie. I still don't get it. But that's how it is here. If you're coming to South Africa and you are going to a restaurant and you want to get served, just know that 10%, enemy of progress, they've come. Just know that 10% of your bill is what you have to pay the waiter or the waitress. I think what they get paid is peanuts, so they kind of need the extra tips, or they really depend on the tips to actually make a decent pay at the end of the month. So tip well, guys, just tip well. All right, so on restaurant experience, I just want to mention this for some of my African brothers and sisters who are, well, who don't have this as their common practice. If you are coming into the country and you get invited out to eat with friends, just make sure that you hold your card or hold your money, because if they invite you out, they're not going to pay for you. When you finish eating, you are all going to pay your individual bills. This is different to what I'm used to back home. The person that is inviting you is the person that will pay, usually in Nigeria. That's how it works. When I'm having a birthday party and I invite my friends out, maybe we go to fish and chips, we just go and have a very nice meal, or we go to Ocean Basket and we just want to go and have a nice meal. I invited you, I will pay. That's how it is in Nigeria, but it's different here. If they invite you and you go, you chop all the menu, you chop A to B, A to Z of the menu, you will pay. My brethren and my sister, it's not free. It's not free. You will pay. You will pay. You will pay with yourself, by yourself, with your hand. You will pay. You will pay. Oh. It's not free. Oh. Don't say I did not tell you. You will pay. So if you don't pay, you will wash plates. You will walk. You will walk. You will do community service for free on top of that food where you chop. So please eat responsibly. Eat responsibly. Ask questions. Ask. They will not kill you if you ask questions, so if it's for free or you're paying yourself. So these are things to know. Thank you. This next point, shopping. The shopping experience. Okay, so I spoke a little about this in one of my videos, and I said that plastic bags here, when you go to the shopping malls, or when you go to Pick and Pay or ShopRite or Checkers, wherever it is, All right, so wherever it is that you go, just know that you will be paying for your plastic bags. So if you want to avoid that, you can always buy reusable large shopping bags that you can always use and reuse every time you're going shopping. Now, there is a way to do it. For someone like me, I like to do my shopping once a month. I like to bulk buy and just get the shopping done once and for all. I really hate queuing and buying things little by little. I just like to get all of my groceries or most of my groceries once a month. And I also miss the fact that I cannot haggle price here. Everything is labeled, everything is branded, everything is in a shelf and sitting pretty, waiting for you to pick, and don't argue, just pay. In Nigeria, it's a different system. There's this shopping style in Nigeria, but there's also the one where you go to the market and you haggle. They will call it maybe 15 naira. Say, mama, ejo, she go buy 30 naira ni, because you go buy 20 naira. And if you go with your mothers, those women can price things. Hey Jesus, you will pity the people that are selling things when they call something 50 naira. Your mom will say, go buy 5 naira ni. So I really miss haggling the price. But yeah, so I miss that there's no haggling in South Africa. I have not seen one place where I can haggle and actually beat prices down when it comes to grocery shopping. But it's a different system here, and that's just how it is. Another thing that you should know is that you have to read. It's shopping, but you have to read so that you don't be like my Nigerian neighbor that went to buy hot chocolates but did not read that there are different flavors of hot chocolates. He went and picked one. Instead of reading the flavor of hot chocolates, he bought the Nestle hot chocolate, and when he got home and he was making his hot chocolate, the thing was turning red and he was shouting blood of Zachariah, and he forgot to read that instead of regular hot chocolate, it was saying red velvet. So instead of it to be brown like the regular hot chocolate, it was turning red. So he was startled. So read everything. There's a lot of variations, and now there's a lot of vegan options. I want to get something like beef patties, and it is the vegan version, and it's probably something that has to do with chickpea. Just read. There's a lot of free range. There's beef, there's free range, there's grass-fed, there's a lot. There's chicken, there's brine, not brine. If you want to buy sardine is not just sardine. No, there's one in vegetable oil, there's one in soya oil, there's one in tomato and chili oil. Just read it. There's just a lot of different varieties to choose from, so always read the packaging. There are also a lot of sales to look out for. You could see that just below where some of the shelves are, you see buy two get one free, or you can see a lot of, just read the packs and try to get some of the store cards. I know each and every one of these stores have their individual cards, so look into getting some of those cards so that you can also benefit from the discount prices and some of the sales offers that are in store. Another thing to note is that the plugs are different. Now in Nigeria, we have a different kind of plug system. Our plugs do not look circular, they kind of look rectangular. And when I was coming, I came with, believe it or not, I came with a blender. Don't say anything. I came with a blender, I came with my curling iron, I packed. Like I said, I packed. So I came with a lot of things, and some of the sockets did not fit. So I had to get an adapter, like a universal adapter, so that I can still use these things, but just have a step down kind of thing to go with my equipment. So always, it's something you have to do in your research as well. So find out what the plug of what the electrical appliances permit. Some of them do not take up to 240 volts, some of them take up to 120 volts. So just find out all of it. All right, so for my last and final point, and this is something that I feel like it's something like it's a word of advice, or I feel like this is just like a caution to everyone. Please be street smart as you come in. Do not let your guard down. Like I said in my previous video, shine your eye. All right, so we've come to the end of today's video, and I just want to say that I'm considering making a get to know me video. So please leave your questions, your decent questions. So don't come and be asking me funny questions in the comment section. So leave your questions in the comment section. I will be compiling them for my get to know me tag video that I am planning to do very soon, and I hope to answer your questions as honest as possible. Please leave questions that I can answer. Don't be asking me funny questions in the comment section. Okay, if you have watched up until this point and you have not subscribed, why God is watching you on 3D. God is watching you on 3D. Please go and subscribe. Give it a huge thumbs up if you found it helpful. It does a lot to help me here on YouTube. It boosts my analytics, and it helps YouTube suggest my videos to more people, and it helps me out a lot. With that said, I will see you in my next one. Goodbye, guys. Mwah.